Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you are doing great. We're going to talk about European natural gas. The price is exploding. We are literally on the verge of hyperinflation in food and energy, literally all around the country. Now, I am in downtown London. As a matter of fact, just went and I had to buy some silver, and I actually bought it from this place. I got to throw a shout out to this place right here, Sharps and Pixley. If you're ever downtown London, it's down here. Where am I? Germain Street. You know how the ninja reads. Point being, it's awesome store, literally awesome store. They actually recognized the ninja and had amazing conversation with them, but this is really not a story about silver, yet it will become one. And the reason why is because as we start to see hyperinflation, what hyperinflates? The price of gold, the price of silver. Now, the truth is, nobody really gets this. Nobody understands it. By and large, 98% of Europeans don't understand it, 98% of Americans don't understand it. The point being is that most people don't understand this because it's not taught in economics class. They don't want you to understand that as the value of a currency drops, the value of gold and silver goes up. Well, what happens when currency drops? Why would currency fall? Well, one reason is because we start to see hyperinflation in things like energy. Natural gas in Europe is exploding right now. The price of diesel and unleaded is going up right now. Check this out, story out of Zero Hedge. European nat gas surges 15% as strike threats mount at Australian LNG plants. Now, this is on the heels of a 40% spike the previous week. Understand this, how big of a deal this is. If you're from Europe right now, put it down in the hashtag what country you're from, and put down in the comment section what is going on. So many people, all they see is prices going up, they start to complain, they start to whine, price keep going up, but then what happens is panic ensues. And what people realize is they realize as the price of goods and services go up, the purchasing price of their currency goes down. And that is very, very important because once they understand the value of their currency goes down, they try and figure out how to save the value of their currency. Well, what can you do? Some people will go and prepay for things. They'll actually go pay ahead. Other things you can't prepay for, or it's a fixed cost. Let's say like your mortgage. Then people go, okay, how can we go ahead and look into the future? Okay, I could stock up on food because if I buy it today at today's value, it's at this price. If I wait until tomorrow, I have to spend more currency denominations, more dollars, more euros, more pounds, right? That's when they move into gold and silver. Now again, this isn't a story about silver and gold, but you have to understand, the story I'm talking about right now with the price of LNG or natural gas, as it pops, it's going to get worse, all right? You know what's funny? In town, everyone's so kind, I don't realize who recognizes me. People stare, and then I just met a gentleman, and he goes, well, I know who you are. And I go, well, why didn't you say something earlier in the conversation? He's all, well, I was being polite. And I'm like, I want to talk to you guys. I love meeting you guys. And it's so exciting wherever we go in the world, people understand, not only who I am, it's not about that, it's about the message, right? And resonating with very intelligent people. I love having something in common with intelligent people, and you are intelligent. If you're dealing with this dork with a haircut sweating on the side of a street in London, it's not about me, it's about the message. And that is, get ready now, because if you're not ready, you're gonna be part of this collapse. But if you are ready, you're gonna be able to level up with these people that have literally been the elites of the world for so long. All right, let's dive back into this story. It says, Bloomberg spoke with energy traders who said the Gorgon facility on Barrow Island off of the northern coast of Western Australia has reduced sales over the increasing risks of a strike. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. There are a lot of times in history that wealthy individuals have used bad times to make them worse for their advantage, to where they sit there and they go, okay, look, if we can cause something to happen, if we could tweak the markets a little bit, we can make a lot of money. It's sort of akin to when Saudi Arabia said, you know what, we're going to take the oil meter and we're just going to dial it down. And we're going to stop pumping so many barrels out of the ground. Why? Because the price should rise, especially in a certain type of political environment or economic environment. It could cause traders to panic and bid the price up of natural gas or oil. And then the producers get to sell less and make the same amount of money. And that's what needs to be understood. Once you start to understand the game, you start to learn how to make money from the game. And that's what's sad. It's just a game. It says here, talks were scheduled, this is about this strike, talks were scheduled to take place between union officials and Woodside Energy Group, Ltd., one of the two companies operating the affected liquefied natural gas facilities. A Goldman Sachs analyst revealed potential strikes at 3 top LNG sites operated by Chevron and Woodside Energy Group could disrupt global supplies. These 3 locations account for as much as 10% of the global LNG exports. If you're in America right now and you don't care about the price of LNG or natural gas in Europe, you better wake up, because that means the prices are going to rise in the United States. And that is the truth. Like, every day, people walk around the world oblivious to what happened that day, that it's going to affect their everyday life 6 months or a year from now. And that's how collapse happens in economics. That's why when we tell you about a story and I can sit there and I say, oh, in 6 months, this is going to happen. In 1 year, this is going to happen. It's because there's nothing new under the sun. This is absolutely normal. It says here, today's news sent European benchmark Natgas futures up 15%, and prices soared 40% last week after the first potential report of potential labor action at various LNG facilities in Australia. Look at this. Every single person in town walking by me right now pays for natural gas, right? But I can guarantee you, nobody that is walking by me knows that next month's bill and the month after that is going to be exorbitantly higher. See, it's not going to smack them in the face until they get the bill. The price already went up today. They have no idea. So there are people that are buying goods and services right now on their credit card, not thinking about, oh, I have to pay it a month later, or not thinking, oh my gosh, I've now got to pay this credit card bill or my mortgage or a car payment, and now I have to pay a natural gas bill that is so much higher. Now, think about this. As natural gas prices go up, it's going to drive people into electricity. Why? Because the elite already have that plan. They've already got the ability to market this to you. Say, this is why you need your electric car. This is why you need your electric everything, because look at what's going on with the gas prices. You see, it's all working in conjunction. Who was it that said, you can go ahead and put it down in the comments, never let a good crisis go to waste? And that is how elites think. And that is why I want you to start thinking like an elitist. Why? Because there is a collapse coming in the world's economies, and it has already begun. But everyone's about to see it in real life. And if you take advantage of this, because there's no stopping it, but there is the ability to take advantage of it, you will become wealthy. I want good-hearted people around the globe with a mind, because there's a lot of idiots out there. And I know you're not one of them, because you're still here on this video. You understand things that are global. You understand things that are bigger than you. And if you don't, and you're new to this kind of thinking and ideology or methodology, you are smart enough to go, you know what, I'm not going to turn it off. Matter of fact, I just talked to a gentleman. He says, I listen to you, but I don't agree with everything. And I said, I want to hear what you don't agree with. And I said, you won't offend me. I said, because I want to be around people that are like that. That's how I got. I listened to people that I didn't agree with because I wanted to consider their side as the truth. That's true knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. When you disagree with someone, you don't speak over them. You listen to their thought process. You listen to them. Even if they're wrong, you go, okay, I need to make sure that I'm in right alignment, that my knowledge, skills, and ability are right and they're moving forward. That is how you got to think. That is how you become successful. Not always thinking you're the right one, that there's someone else that could be right and you could be wrong. And if you're wrong, you want to correct it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate everybody who hits the thumbs up button. This European natural gas crisis will get bigger. It will get worse. Get ready, and it will translate to losses in America. The Economic Ninja is out.